I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I really have made a mess.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid... You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to... My arms get so tired. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I open...
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow, I'd collect the books and remove the charm myself. Our meet told Madame Scribner that perhaps you could get...
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Revelio. Expelliarmus! Incendio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Any news about the dragon?
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration owl. Absolutely dreading it. I'd rather jinx myself.
You can't.
Shivering Conjur's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbage. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just, now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Look at that! They're chomping anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the demoting. They left the honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. You get the idea. Anyway, we, take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
And was that helpful?
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they were. And good, as you do seem to be quite...
Magical plants have so much...
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden and... Well, I suppose...
possible to do all of the homework they give you? I think they do.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio. 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 What are you up to now? Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
Incendio! Revelio. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
It is good to see you, my friend.
I've always said that travel...
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Expelliarmus Incendio!
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything...
Hardly. I've just lost my business and all my... I never thought it'd come to this.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would... When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him.
You mentioned that your paintings would...
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my life...
I'm sorry this happened.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took... I did enchant them. Slim though the chances... It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place...
Revelio. 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 Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Nice to see you, my young.
you for some assistance?
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you...
Diving into the lake sounds like an...
Splendid!
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied... They never...
I'm so sorry.
We can't be sure. We only know that Father was so A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys.
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. We are known for our contributions to science and art. But with all I plan to discover about the world...
What exactly?
It's an astonishing... It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us.
It sounds dangerous.
I understand. I've cross-referenced. My best guess is that it's... I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
Sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
You didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed...
Oh, how incredible!
I did.
I see. Thank you. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Wonder who lives here. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn. Hello, Mr. Semi. What do you have for...
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied!
I'll have taken your life before you night it's done.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. I see you!
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm just warming up.
Release me!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch...
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little
It's a long story.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Best get moving on my...
You mentioned someone named...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. She's a travelling vendor.
You're a researcher. Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm...
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them. Oh, I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellows.
I can see why you're so interested in...
Well then, no one has yet managed to figure... I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component...
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. I had just arrived to You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing...
The Mallowsweet is meant...
Precisely. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these tiles.
Leviosa! Incendio!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can in... How does it work?
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe My guess is that... Which you can find in Hogs... I really... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a college.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go?
He did say that.
Brilliant! You might. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one touch.
I suspect.
You're as clever as I'd hope. I simply need a single Fwooper feather.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're...
I assure you he won't. Wait until you see what I'm brewing.
Keep...
Revelio.
A well-prepared ritual wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. You should get back to brewing your endurance.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. Revelio. You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street. Even we Hufflepuffs enjoy a good mystery.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. Plus, I believe you'll benefit from this undertaking. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
How could a few pages... Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the minister?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was... I was sneezing...
I shall go and see...
Brilliant. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Revelio. Incendio!
Revelio. Revelio.
He has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Revelio.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
That wasn't in.
Thanks to you. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable.
Professor Sharp wasn't.
Cheers to that. Sharp may seem gruff. Best be off. Next.
Tego! Were you calling me?
I was. You see, I have an idea.
You and your concoction.
It's a gift. So, I suspect I'd get them myself, but my aunt. I was hoping you.
Of course.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can.
Fair enough. Perhaps I can convince him.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
Levioso.
A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I advise you for a canut and for a galleon.
Revelio.
You don't ever want.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Incendio! Accio!
I'll check your pockets after you're dead. You'll... afraid to take a hit, are you?
Where'd it go?
Incendio!
No! Did I?
Potato! Incendio!
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. Lumos.
Turn my back for 1 second and watch. Slam it. The very moment I don't... Loud as a troll you are. Halt! Get back here or... Back for more. Levioso! Here's Levioso. Levioso! Mind yourself! Levioso! Expelliarmus! I won't! A lucky shot! Levioso! Levioso!
Potato!
Levioso! Levioso! Levioso!
I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon calf.
Rookwoods don't go down easy. So very weak. It's you interfering with us and that woman, isn't it? Incendio! Admiral Trick!
What's that?
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Lumos.
Levioso!
Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Expelliarmus Levioso! Reparo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Reparo. Lumos. Accio.
looks intriguing.
Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Lumos. Revelio. Leviosa! Expelliarmus!
Revelio. Lumos. Shame you're so foul. Revelio. Hello, do you have any...
That I do?
Just exploring.
Aye. Bit of a one. Name's Leah. Now, I wouldn't dare say... What do you say, my young...
Something to consider.
Aye, let me...
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need. I shall hope to do business with you again. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Lumos. What seems to be the problem?
You may well laugh. I'm not safe. But all I need...
I'm afraid of...
Safe. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me first.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
shame Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Revelio. Excuse me, did you see?
I did. I was just worrying about Claire Bowman. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. So I fear he got himself into trouble with the... I'd help search for him myself, but no one...
I can certainly...
Any help would be appreciated. I can tell you. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
Practices of the Dark Age should stick to fighting amongst themselves, if you ask me.
Revelio. Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help it.
I did. Never.
Nice to meet you.
My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them. I'm simply at my wits' end.
You said Ranrock's loyalist.
To the south, across the... I won't go on.
I am unfortunate.
Much as I would... We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Levioso and stupefied command.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common...
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. when his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black.
That sounds terrible.
Anne's alibi was... She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least, Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked an odd way to woo a... She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they did... Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based...
I don't...
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal.
I've always wanted to see...
I suppose it has a peculiar... Fortunately, being... I've escorted ministers, professors, and...
I'd like to know more.
That poor soul. Never...
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely...
She's not held up well in Azkaban.
Very well. But...
Steady yourself. Don't worry, I've never...
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible...
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave...
Thank you for the...
This really is a This isn't a place for loitering.
Oh, I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. I teach you so little you should know.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Who's there? Why torment me further?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's that?
I'm a student. I found the book that you said would
Ah, the book, the book. No one would know. Methinks the factless name.
Are you saying that the missing page...
Hogs, fields, ruins, house, a vault.
A vault? In some ruins?
Can't have to look, can't...
Helen, know you're here.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. I should investigate. Castle. This must be the place Anne told me about. Revelio. Lumos. No one's been here for ages. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Lumos. Incendio! Revelio. Ah, I see how this goes. Revelio. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind? Revelio. A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? This looks intriguing.
Could it be? Has someone sold my...
The Richard Jackdaw?
I do?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map.
You saw Anne? Broke my... Dare I ask?
She was imprisoned in...
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I've been traveling the world for years. I must speak to the Aura.
I'm glad to hear it.
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and...
If you don't mind my...
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. Hence, if you do find yourself...
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the...
Have you never met any members of the Black family? Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia...
How is it...
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books. Found them on the floor outside the library.
Thank you.
I shall see you...
This place has seen better days.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Where did I set my... I'm out of my fight. You! What do you think you're... No. I heard
Clumsy little fool! Nice try, Producto! Confringo! Incendio! Coward! Careful not to get hit.
You may want to move. Nothing more than luck.
Expelliarmus!
Predictable!
Incendio!
In future, perhaps best not to get too carried away when a fair lady comes. Marvelous strike! What's that? What have you done?
One less poacher in the Wizarding World.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jack.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Well said.
Follow me. I shall keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. As you can imagine,
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is rather unfortunately coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Lumos. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. Revelio. I wonder how big this place is. Where this all leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Here. Revelio. If Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Whew, it's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him. Incendio! Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Incendio!
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him. Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the hell of it.
imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Revelio.
I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
What's happening?
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I?
Oh no. The room is starting to flood.
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you. I recognize you from the...
I am indeed.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were.
You've paid attention.
To see traces...
As you have likely realized by now, we can access. Opportunities will arise that...
I won't, Professor.
We have much. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here.
I don't have the book.
That... I'm afraid we must...
Very well. I'll retrieve the book.
Good. We shall...
What more can you tell me?
I'm afraid we must...
I'm a bit confused.
I assure you that all
The statues in...
I am.
Did you...
I cannot.
Very well. Lumos.
Repair it.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
To learn the Pulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.